for the second half of this one. It is already on the way. So they start the second half a little bit quicker than anticipated, but the Vikings and Missouri Valley and the Columbia College Cougars, second half of this one, Vikings had that 1-0 lead on Gomez's goal in that first half. And now Vikings had possession. Looks like Alexander was taken down, and Vikings will get a free kick on that far sideline. Pretty much against that far sideline, but 25 yards out. So you can see the Vikings just curving this one in to that back post. Really the only opportunity they have. They do. And McKenna comes off his line and makes that save. He rolls that one out. And the Cougars have it now at near midfield. They dump it in. So they're already trying to do more offensively. And even though that ball did not go through, the offside flag still went up. I believe it looked like there was actually two Cougars that were offsides on that one. Wells had it played back to him. He clears out towards midfield. Alexander with it now. He gets knocked down yet again. And no call. Thought they were going to play the advantage, but the Cougars played it. No call still. And the ref kind of went over towards Alexander, just kind of told him to get up. Vikings have it now on that far sideline. Play it in towards the middle. Try to find somebody. They do have it down there and play around with it. The shot's low and a nice diving stop by McKenna. That might have been Bonet. Took that low shot. A nice diving stop by McKenna to keep this one 1-0. He punched out towards midfield, and the Cougars now have it. Diving play there defensively, I believe, was Campos, but he got called for the foul on that one. Cougars play that one quickly ahead, and once again, a diving stop and knocked out of play. This one will be a Cougar corner kick, though. About 3 minutes into this second half, Vikings have that 1-0 lead on that goal by Gomez in the first half. That corner kick is in, headed away there by the Vikings. And now they finally clear it, and that goes off the hand. It was knocked down by Antonio Harris by his hand. Handball, free kick Vikings. They play quickly ahead. Give him a case. McKenna way out of the box. He just slightly plays it over towards McCormick. And he plays around with it. And we'll finally clear it out. But the Vikings have it now. They go down. And now they'll wait a little bit. See if they'll have the same game plan of waiting around. You can tell the Cougars are a little bit more aggressive going after the ball, not letting the Vikings just play with it all the time like it was for most of that first half. A little bit of room there, but that got quickly cleared away by the Cougars of Columbia College. Could this one be a Viking throw in near midfield? They throw it in, but give it straight to the Cougars. Now they play it up, but the Vikings will knock that one away. And now they have it at midfield. They play it over here to Gomez, the goal scorer for the Vikings in that first half. He makes a move, puts it down in towards the corner, goes after it, crosses it into the middle, knocked away. And now the Cougars still have it. They'll dump it down towards midfield, but goes out of play. Viking throw in at midfield on this near sideline. And they'll just throw it back to give a little bit of space and possibly change sides, as now they will. Campos put it over into the middle, but then a little pressure. He has to play it back to Wells, but he quickly gets it off his foot. Now Vikings play it in towards the middle. And play it back now near sideline. A little bit of space, they go for it. Tries to send it through, and it comes up and actually hits one of the Vikings in the back, and that's going to be an offsides. Well offsides there. For the Cougars, and that will give the Vikings a free kick near midfield. Already 6 minutes gone in this second half. The Vikings will turn that one over, but nice hustle by Diaz to get it back. And now the Vikings will just play it back to Wells, who will send it quickly on to Campos. And he'll play it up to Bonet. He'll play it back to the D on that far side, switching the fields. And still playing more of that possession game that they did for most of that first half. Vikings now go up a little bit. They try to get somebody in the corner, clears it in towards the middle, but need away. And be another Viking corner kick. Looks like Gomez is down there taking. He sends it in towards the middle. That one gets headed away. Not many Vikings in the middle. They were kind of playing it, kind of expecting that to get headed out quickly. They send it in towards the middle now. Looks like Alexander with that cross. Now Bonet with it. He gets it off his foot. Now Alexander volleys it in. Did it go in? Off the crossbar and down. And the refs say no. Alexander, great volley there. But the refs say it went hit the top of the crossbar and straight down. Did not cross the goal line. A great opportunity there. Missed by the Vikings. Now they send it in. Alexander with it. He puts that one straight into the midst of McKenna. That one go off the Vikings, and there's another Cougar throw in. And the Cougars will bring in 3 subs. You got Mark Steininger check in, along with Hovan Ely and Diego Osa. Other 3 Cougars checking in. You got Matt Kelly, Rafael Ramos, and Akil Knoll were the 3 checking out. Now the Cougars have it thrown deep in Viking end now. Still 1-0, about 35 minutes to go. Vikings came close just a couple minutes ago as it went off the crossbar and straight down, but did not cross the line. Now Alexander with it at midfield. He sends it in deep. Nice play there. He sends it past, gets it past the goalie, but Gomez unable to do anything with it. He puts it off the other side of the post. Nice moves there by Gomez. And McKenna actually had to go over and give Gomez a little high five after he ran past the D and made a move on McKenna. But great job recovering by the Cougar D-man. And Gomez had a little bit trouble handling it after that move past McKenna. And then he just ended up playing it off the side of the net. And the Cougars will send this one in deep. But Compost will play it out. They'll play it up, but Gomez, after that long run just a moment ago, unable to go after that one. Bonet was all over that Cougar player there, but could not get to the ball. As Diaz, nice hustle to get that one. And Alexander's waiting for it, looking for it. They'll just play it off to Gomez. He'll play it through to Diaz. Now he has it in the corner, crosses it over, but no Viking is home. Cougars are able to head that one away and now get possession of it. And Cougars with it again. Nice little play there to get it past a couple defensemen. As it looked like that one was Clemente Rossi, but unable to do anything. That went all the way back to Wells. Two Cougars and a Viking are ready to check in next time they get the chance. And the Cougars knocked that one out of play. It will be a Viking throw. They do that one quickly as they will let the subs come in. It's Tiago Ferreira coming in for the Vikings, and for the Cougars it's Royo Akbuo and Piero Mauriba. And it looks like the Vikings took out number 18, and we was still unable to get a name on who that one was. So Tiago Ferreira checks back in. Cougars with it, sent it in, but nicely done there by the Viking defenders. He saw that coming, so he moves up and forces the Cougars to go off sides. Looks like that might have been Campos that read that one perfectly and forced the offsides to happen. Diaz gives it quickly up to Gomez. Trying to find Bonet, but it went out of play. 31.5 minutes now remaining in the second half. 1-0 Vikings. That goal was by Gomez in the first half. Alexander came very close to getting one in the second half as it went off the crossbar and straight down. Vikings throw it in very quickly again. And we'll dump it into Ferreira. That one gets headed away, but right to Alexander. Tries to time it up, but great D by the Cougars come back and interfere with that one. And McKenna will hit that one way out. And actually the Vikings knocked it out of play. And Blaze cannot believe that his team knocked that one out when it looked like it was going out anyway. Now here's a chance for the Cougars. Nice save there by Walls. He had to come way out. Now it comes in, but that one puts right at him. That first chance was Marco Panovic. Had that first opportunity, but Wells came out, took away the angle. Nice save there. And I believe the other one might have been Diego Osa, but he put it right into Wells' lap. So really the first really good opportunity right there for the Cougars, but the Vikings and Wells able to dodge that and keep it at 1-0. Now Gomez lets it go by and tries to chase it. And then he gets it deflected off of him, and might have been off his arm, so they will probably give it a free kick. It's Cougar ball either way, but they will give it a free kick on that handball by Gomez. As the Cougars play that one in, the Vikings have it. They'll play it back, just trying to get a little bit of space. And now the Cougars will knock that one out. Viking throwing now on that far sideline. We're down to 29 minutes remaining in the second half. Still 1-0 Vikings. That throw in by the Vikings goes up. They try to flip it in towards the middle. Head away. And we know the Viking throw in. Vikings do have one player warming up down at the end of the bench to check in very shortly. Ferreira with it now at midfield. He dumps it off. Now they try to find Diaz making a run, but that got knocked away. And now Vikings will knock it off of one of the Cougars and get a throw in near the Cougar bench. A little bit of trickery there by Compost as he swung and missed. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. And then kind of gave the ball right to the Cougars, but they put it wide. There's a little bit of a mistake there by Compost. But that shot goes wide. And Wells will just be able to take his time and clear this one out. He does, but that one gets hit right back to the Cougars. They try to play it in, but stolen by the Vikings at midfield. And it will be a Viking free kick on that little foul. They play it quickly ahead. Vikings do not waste any time when it's in the middle of the field on a free kick. They just keep it playing. A little bit of collision. They say play on. It's a little bit of a 2-on-1 here. Dumps it off, but offsides. Another offsides is the call. As it looks like that was Diago Osa was just offsides and then bangs one off the crossbar. The ref said don't no more of the hitting it off after the whistle blows. Now it's stolen here. The Cougars have come out being more aggressive in this second half. And they've had the opportunities to show for it. And Simic does not look very happy as he's telling his guys to quickly get ready to come in. And he's giving him some instruction as he's walking up to what he wants, and it will be Ivan Ninkoff coming back in. So now one of the Vikings having a conversation on that far sideline with the assistant referee. It's going to be a Cougar free kick. That kick goes in towards the box, but knocked away there by the Vikings. The Cougars now play this one in. Nice play there by the Viking D to knock that one away. Under 25 minutes remaining. Vikings have another substitution to go along with Ninkoff on the next chance they get. The Vikings are going to get a free kick deep in their own end. There's a little bit of interference was ran there by the Cougars. Ball was away, but ran into the back of them. And actually, Coach Simic decided not to let his one sub come in. He's going to tell him to go loosen up more instead. This one's played up towards the near side at midfield. So it was Diaz. He plays it off and tries to get an opening. That's going to go out of play. Be a Viking throw in, and Ninkoff will now be able to come in. That was Hidalgo that came out. Vikings have this one at their own end. They'll play it back to Wells. 23 minutes on the clock now in the second half. Still 1-0 Vikings. That one gets headed right to Alexander. He plays up to Ferreira. And Ferreira plays with it down towards that corner. Nice play there. Get through that double team. Takes it more into the corner. Tries to dump it off. It goes out of play, and they're going to say it went off Vikings last. So it will be Cougar ball. As Matt Kelly will check back in for the Cougars. Next time, he wasn't up there quick enough to get in this time. The Vikings take this one at midfield. Now you got Gomez, puts it through the legs of a Cougar defender. Now play it up to Ferreira. He tries to put it towards that far post, but Alexander was not there. Good idea by Thiago Ferreira, but unable to put it in. He looked like he was trying to cross, but Alexander was nowhere near that one, so it went harmlessly by. And now Matt Kelly does check in to the game for the Cougars. And coming out is Steininger. Vikings head this one in. Alexander giving chase on it. Unable to get to it, so they'll just play it back to McKenna. And he will kick it, send it forward. And now they get it off to Gomez. Deep again, splits through a double team. Little flip, he gets it back. Gomez, great save there by McKenna. Nice little give and go there for the Vikings. As Gomez split a double team, gave it up, got it right back. A shot, but then a great save by McKenna as that was going to go past him. Now Alexander dumps it in, but McKenna's going to have an easy one for this. A couple more substitutions up at the midfield stripe. Ready to check in. You have Gabriel Rosendew coming in for the Vikings and Akil Knoll for the Cougars. And that looks like it will happen now as the ball is out of play. as Neeler comes out for the Cougars. And Bonet is the one to check out for the Vikings. Alexander settles it down there, flips it over the back of his head, but right to a Cougar, and he'll play it forward, and he'll flip it on. Under 20 minutes remaining now in the second half. Still 1-0 for the Vikings. That one gets played through, all the way through. Vikings then clear that one out towards midfield. That one will get played in. Vikings take that one right back. And Noel, looks like he might have got kicked slightly, and he went down for a kick for the Cougars, and they play that one relatively quickly. And now another foul on the Vikings. This one's a little bit more of a dangerous spot over towards that far sideline. But it will only be about 15 yards away, but it's on that far sideline, kind of off the football field. So not a great angle to go for him, but something that you will practice. Probably use one of your corner plays to do it. Now you're getting the Vikings to go those 10 yards back. And the Cougars will play this one in with their left foot. And towards the net, but that one goes over. Good chance there, but he sends it over. And yeah, another substitution is Antonio Harris. Will check in. And Malibera is the one to check out. Cougars have it now on this near sideline, play it forward, but then give it right away. Now here's Gomez. He'll play it off to Ferreira, and he'll try to get it right back, but nice play there by McCormick. But Gomez hustling and tries to get it back, but the Cougars take this one away. Ninkoff from way out, but he sends it wide. Cougars head this one in, but the Vikings will get to it and clear it out. And we'll send it all the way out. Now here's a foul. It's Diaz over there. It's kind of a little bit of a warning. That play was going to go out. Cougars were going to let it go out as they had a throw in coming. But Diaz goes in hard and knocks off. And knocks Matt Kelly off the ball and goes down hard. Kind of right there as the bench meets the track. As McCormick will just play this one short to Kelly. But taken away there by the Vikings. But McCormick comes in hard and knocks it out. Viking throw in. As they will make another substitution, as that looks like 18 will be coming back in. I was going to say it was offsides as Gomez was kind of walking back as the ball came near him. This one's played deep, but head away there by the Vikings. And they'll play far up, and Ferreira giving a chase on it. He's able to get to it. He flips it over. Ball's out of the air, but right there at McKenna's feet Under 15 minutes remaining. Still 1-0 for the Vikings. McKenna will roll it out and then hit it out, but then straight to Gomez. And he's going to use his speed to get by McCormick. Sends it in, but it goes through the uprights. Another goal kick. And it looks like Simic's telling Gomez, don't shoot that one, cross that one instead. Gomez had to run over towards the bench and get a quick drink of water as plays going on as he is exhausted. And now Gomez gets it right back. Playing around with it, now they give it back to Diaz. Play it back to Campos as he's backpedaling, and he'll play it back off to Diaz. That's a dangerous play. And you're going to have a free kick for the Vikings. It looks like that might have been Matt Kelly that came in. And now you got one of the Vikings down, might be Diaz. As it is Diaz, and he's hopping around, but they're trying to still have not. They're waiting, seeing if Diaz needs assistance. They're waiting at midfield. So refs looks like they're seeing if Diaz is able to continue, or they actually end up refs telling him that I stop play to take him out there because play was officially stopped. So 18, he was going to check in eventually. We'll check in right there. It looks like they're just going to give Diaz water and let him check right back in. Now Gomez, nice little footwork there to get by. There's no cough. He'll play it all the way over to Alexander. He'll play short, tries to get it right back, but play it out. Just about 13 minutes now on that clock. And it's going to be a foul there. And now somebody on the Viking bench. And looks like Coach Simic is going to get a yellow card on this one. And now he's going to have a few words with that referee. Probably saying that he has not been complaining about many calls, but might be complaining about just enough as he goes in with the yellow card. Clock stopped at 13:06. I believe that foul was on Munar rather. And he's already in the books for a yellow card. This one, though, goes to Simic. So, got Munar, and now Coach Simic are in the books with the yellow cards for the Vikings. None for the Cougars. Now Freire. Now Alexander gets tripped up, but they're going to call the advantage. And now the Cougars will take that one away. They'll give chase, but that's going to be another foul on the Vikings. As Diaz is still at the midfield stripe waiting to come in. It looks like Zach Walters is going to check in as well. That Walters will be for the Cougars and Diaz for the Vikings. Another free kick for the Cougars on not a great angle. Is it off to the side of the football field? but only 32 yards out, so just see him cross this one into the middle. Here's that cross. Wells off his line. He punches it away. Tries to play it back in. Was Kelly. But I would do so. Now the Vikings take this one away. And now they'll play it up. But gets headed away. And another foul. And now a little bit of hanging over. Ivan Rossi just kind of hovering over one of the Viking players. Or actually, it was Rossi was hovering over a Viking player, but it's going to be a Cougar free kick. They play this one in deep, but knocked down there by the Vikings. And they're going to double letting that one go play back to McKenna, but not enough on it. So the D had to play it. A little bit of a mistake there by the Vikings, but they were able to recover and get it out to Gomez. And this will be a foul Viking free kick now. Here it comes forward. Tries to send it to Alexander. That one's going to get flipped out. Be a Viking corner kick now on that far side as we're down to 10 minutes remaining as Walters and Diaz are able to check in. They'll do a little bit of shifting to get guys in the correct spots and let Diaz play this right side. Vikings play this one in, but McKenna goes up and grabs it. That was Ferraro is the one checking out for the Vikings. And we another Cougar free kick, this one at midfield. And the Viking fans are showing their displeasure with some of these calls lately. This one gets played in, headed away there by the Vikings. And they're the only ones around, so they'll be able to clear this one out. And it will get cleared out, be a Viking throw in now in the Cougar end. Get it played back. Nice little footwork there on that far side. And they'll just bang it off of Cougar's leg and get another throw in about the same spot. To throw this one in towards the middle. Backheeled over. And it's going to just wide. Not quite sure who that was, but just sent that one wide. And now this will be another free kick for the Cougars about midfield. 7.5 remaining as Ferraro quickly is back at the midfield stripe to check in. Wells take charge and will play it at the very edge of that 18-yard box and throw it out to Alexander. Gets it knocked away, but it goes straight to Frieri. He tries to play it up to Rosendu, just out of his reach. McKenna has shown his little bit of footwork to get that one away. And now the Vikings will get a throw in. And Vararo will be able to come back in. As well as Diego Osa. Vikings were taking their time going out. It looks like it's Rosendew will be coming out. And that will be quickly go off the Vikings. Cougar throw in just about 6 minutes remaining now. They played up to Alexander. Gave to Ferreira, but he gives that one away. Cougars have it now. They try to play it up. But that Vikings will be able to take that one away. And they'll get a free kick in their own end. Clock is under 6 minutes. And they'll play forward. They have it at midfield. Trying to find. Gomez tries to flip it over to Alexander. That one gets knocked away. Be a Viking throw in now. They throw it in quickly, and Alexander gets it right back. And the Vikings play with it. They'll play it back to Campos, who's backpedaling, and he'll play it forward. Goes far ahead. Knocked away there. Vikings still with it. Trying to find somebody. They find Alexander, who backed off. He tries to get through. He goes down. No call. Viking bench not happy with that one. Cougars have this one, though. As they're on the rush, they'll flip it in. And now we will have a foul, and it'll be a Viking free kick. About 4 minutes remaining in the second half. Still 1-0 Vikings. And Vikings have this one at midfield. Take it on this far side, down to Alexander. He flips it in, he gets it right back. Trying to find some space off his left foot, gets knocked away. Navarro sends it in, that one gets deflected out. They send it to Diaz on this near side. They'll put it down towards the box, and McKenna will come out and play this one. 3.5 minutes remaining. Now the Cougars play this one up, but the Vikings knock it away. And we'll have a foul, and this won't be another yellow card.
You know, I was down on the track there watching some of that half, and little tense down there because the Vikings have really controlled the play, but you're still only up 1 goal. And I think, you know, if you get another one here in the next minute or two, obviously you'll play real good defense the next 3 minutes, you're going to win. But I think there's a lot of concern about we need that other goal. We've outplayed this team. We've been the more aggressive team, I should say, and you're only up 1-0.
Yeah, I believe that was Osa that gets that yellow card, and he'll come straight off. Vikings will play this one short ahead. And then it goes out of play. Big Cougar throw in on that far sideline. They throw it in, but the Cougars will get it right back. Off Vikings be another throw in. It's that 1-0, but Alexander hit one off the crossbar and went straight down. I'm unsure from up here if it went across the line. No, not sure if you had a better angle down the track.
There was some discussion. Some people down there thought it went across, and others said, well, The reason the net shook is because it hit the crossbar. So really close, really, really close.
So far, that play has not hurt the Vikings, and we're down to 2.5 remaining. That would have made it 2-0, and with the time remaining, that would make it very tough for the Cougars to come back. But now it's only 1 goal. They play it in, and about half the team is offsides. They seem to have 5 or 6 guys in offside position playing that ball. As Alexander will take his time walking this one out to set it and play it off. As we are under 2 minutes now in this one. And Alexander will finally clear this one out, but head it away. But that's head down. Vikings are able to clear this one back. Kelly comes up and knocks it away. Trying to play it up. Gets out of play. It'll be a Viking throw in. They'll probably take their time with 1.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
And up by 1. They throw it in deep. Veraro flipped it on. And now he'll go after it. But the Cougars able to play it out. And Campos, nice job going up and heading that one down.
Just don't make a mistake here and you're all right.
1 minute remaining.
And there's the announcement of the 1 minute remaining in this one. Still 1-0 for the Vikings.
Just remind you, our next webcast event will be Saturday. We have football. We'll be in Ottawa, Kansas, 5:30. You can hear all the action. Diaz
down. He gives it over to Alexander. Puts it left foot. Another one off the crossbar. And then the Vikings head it over.
They just cannot. That looked like the last one by Alexander, didn't it?
It hit the crossbar. It came down. This one obviously
was out.
Did not go in. But then might have been Fiaro or somebody on that far side had a header open net, but he puts it over the crossbar as well. But only 16 seconds remain. Vikings have the ball in the Cougars' end, and now they'll have a throw in. So that will just about do it. As we're under 10.
A doubleheader win for the Vikes tonight. The women win 3-2 in double overtime. The men win 1-0. And James, good call tonight.
Thank you, and that's a big win for the Vikings. They topped number 15, Columbia College, 1-0. So Vikings are 17th, but this could be a big win if it comes down 2 points at the end for tournament placing.
Well, thanks for being with us tonight. Wherever you were watching, we'll do it again on live stream as both teams win. The women win 3-2. The Vikings win 1-0 over Columbia College. For James O'Sullivan, the entire crew, I'm Ken Cuiava. Good night from Marshall.